Welcome to Ontario.
Give us a place to stand and a place to grow. We'll call this land Ontario. A place to stand, a place to grow, Ontario. Well, that's a flashback to the 80s.
We are in Northern Ontario. So we're driving by all these lakes and I'm so excited. Look at the rock. Oh my gosh, this is just so exciting. It's exactly as I imagined. The lakes are so pretty and the water is so dark. You can't really see on this one here. Oh, don't.
That's Lake of the Woods.
Oh, is that Lake of the Woods?
Yep.
I don't have words to explain how beautiful this spot is. What do you think, Don?
It does not suck.
Wow. I'd say for my first time coming to Northern Ontario on a lake, I think we got a very gorgeous spot. Not bad for my first experience of a Northern Ontario lake, eh? This is so gorgeous. We're staying up behind those trees there, but there's this beautiful point. And there's some birds making lots of noise. Whoops! It's right over here. Yeah? Part of me wishes we were here in the summer, just jumping off these rocks and going for a swim. Kind of have tears in my eyes. This is so beautiful. And you know, we hit the center of Canada just past Winnipeg. It was the coordinates as they were halfway across Canada, and we took the long way to get here, like, well, not super long, but we were visiting family and friends. But I'm amazed at this vast country that we've made halfway in, you know, if you just add up our travel days, maybe 8 days. And the changes are amazing. The beauty of this country is just unparalleled. And I just can't imagine anybody doing this trip and then turning around and saying they want to leave being part of Canada. Like, it's, I think even though it's different, I think it's the combination of it all that makes it so special. And I'm so happy to be Canadian, and I'm so happy to be able to experience all this. And I know we've got even more to go with the East Coast, but I tell you something, Northern Ontario is spectacular. Just really spectacular. Yeah. And not even any mosquitoes yet. Maybe some tonight. What's really important about the stop right now? What's important about the stop right now?
No idea.
Come on.
What? What do you want?
I think we're at this place where it says the time zone changes, right?
I don't know.
I think we are. And we're west of Thunder Bay, right?
I don't know.
I think we are. Which means Thunder Bay is in the Eastern time zone, right?
I don't know.
But somebody wouldn't believe me when I said that, would they?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you have an idea.
About what?
Don't play Mr. Innocent.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, he was telling me that Thunder Bay was one time zone difference, 1 hour difference from Bracebridge. But you know what? They're both in the Eastern Standard Time Zone because I have a sign right here that says so.
I think that sign's wrong.
I think it's right, and it's old too. It's not even young. So I think the sign's even a little outdated because some places have changed, like Saskatchewan. But this is the Eastern Time Zone. We are at the 90th longitude, and Thunder Bay is in the same time zone as Bracebridge, much to the chagrin of my partner who argued with me. Hey everybody, we are on day 18 of our great adventure across Canada, and we just finished going up to Lakehead University and visited Don's alma mater, and he picked up a
Some looks the same, I can tell you.
and picked up a sweatshirt for him because I thought he should have that. It was a great idea.
And I got 15% off because I'm an alumni.
He should have gotten 20% because he's an old alumni.
I'm an old alumni.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, a lot of stuff hasn't changed. So now we're just walking down the harbor front of Thunder Bay. It's a beautiful, cool, and crisp day. I think it's about 10 degrees, but the sun shining, is not a cloud in sight. And they have done a great job of really cleaning up the waterfront as far as I know. It looks fine no different from, well, it's my first time seeing it. But look.
Greeneries in Thunder Bay. Looking out over the water of Thunder Bay. And there's the sleeping giant. We got some ships ready to be loaded up. And more water, and then an image of the lovely and talented Tracey as she navigates the rocks, because we're thinking about putting our feet in Superior because we're crazy like that. Wait, why is
Tell me
this?
when you're recording.
Okay, I'm recording. Tracey,
Yeah?
what are you doing?
Well, you know what? We started this trend, and I think it's a good one. We said we're going to dip our toes in all 3 oceans. And you know, Lake Superior is big enough that this warrants dipping your toes.
By all estimations, it's pretty much an inland ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we're going.
And it looks like the ice might have melted maybe 20, 30 seconds ago.
Your socks are the saddest socks ever. Look
No,
at them.
they've found religion.
They're full of holes.
They know God.
Oh
They're
my
very
gosh.
holy.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Okay, we're recording.
Okay.
You ready? Put your feet towards mine. Put your feet towards mine.
It's wet. I'm not getting it.
Oh, it's wet over there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just goes
1,
like she said.
2, 3. Oh, hi! Oh, Holy Mary, Mother of God.
That's not that bad.
Say that again.
It's not that bad.
Are you out of your
I
mind?
don't actually think it's that bad.
You've lost your mind.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to point out that Tracey has lost her mind. She's gone. She's absolutely gone.
Walking along the waterfront here, we just dipped our toes in the inland ocean, Lake Superior. It was cold, but actually it was refreshing. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it's a beautiful area that they've done here, and you can walk and bike, as you can see. And we're just getting the dogs for a walk.
It's not a picture?
We're on the video now. You can't be doing that. So
He said I can't do it.
you can't do that.
I'm a rebel.
You're a rebel.
So,
No.
give us some advice.
Give us some advice, Fern.
Advice for traveling, relationship advice.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
How do we look after the
It's been
pets?
such a long time since I traveled. You see, our problem is we got a little guy with medical attention. He needs a lot of medical attention, and we don't drive, or we don't go.
Yeah, but you go to Spain.
Too many places. Yes, we
You go
do
to Spain.
Yes, but we're not.
And when you go to
not with
Spain,
him, not with it. Relationship advice. You know what? If there's love, everything works out. Just basically, as we've already said, you walk away from each other, and within about 5 minutes, you're smiling and want to be hugging each other again. So,
Yeah.
just as long as there's some good love and respect in a relationship, then yabba dabba do.
Man, that's the most serious I've seen you in like weeks.
Seriously?
Oh, seriously.
I wasn't serious just
No,
now.
you were. We are at the Terry Fox Monument just outside of Thunder Bay, and this is a beautiful location and really well done by all the people involved to create it. And we're very, very fortunate to be able to stop here today and view this. Now, when I was a youngster, this is when all this happened. And, you know, I didn't really know what was going on, but I know indirectly he kind of changed our lives because he showed the whole country what it could be to be together. So for that, I'm very, very grateful. I also had the chance to go to the Terry Fox Canadian Youth Centre as part of a high school thing. I'm not sure why I was chosen to go, but I'm certainly glad that I was. And I'm very happy to have you know, been part of that journey. So here we get to see the full statue of Terry and witness to all the efforts that he made. So it's just fantastic. The statue is amazing because it even has the detail of the sweat on his face as he worked his way across, running a marathon a day, which is quite unbelievable for a fella doing what he was doing. So from the monument here, we can look back on the city of Thunder Bay. And as I just sweep towards the east, we get yet another view of the sleeping giant.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed.
A really big lake.
Do you remember what these falls are called?
Not a clue.
Aguasang.
No, I don't think that's it.
Aguasang.
No,
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
Aguasang.
Where are we near?
Terrace Bay.
Terrace Bay. Okay, yeah, we're near Terrace
On
Bay.
Lake Superior.
On Superior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still snow.
Yeah.
Lots of snow.
And ice.
And it's cold.
The lake getting past here was frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't mean a little.
We're getting sprayed from it.
Yes.
Pretty wild.
It's cold too.
Ontario, and we're looking at the Wawa goose.
Goose!
Goose.
There's a goose.
There's a goose, a big goose.
Okay, Tracy, stand up a little bit. I gotta get the duck in there, and I gotta get you. Come on.
I'm standing up. I'm on my tippy toes.
Can you stand up a little bit here?
Go down. There we go.
Okay, I'm sitting. I'm sitting. There. Okay, what's that?
It's the Wawa goose.
It's the Wawa goose. It's a Canada goose.
I don't know.
Odd that the wing should be looking this way because it seems like it's saying, "Elbows up, baby."
Elbows up.
Elbows up.
Woohoo!
That's all we gotta say there.
Yeah.
It's Wawa. It's cold.
It's freezing. I saw this Inukshuk, and it reads, "Stone monuments erected in the image of humans. One of their purposes was to communicate direction in the harsh and desolate Arctic. As such, they were a tool for survival, a symbol of the unselfish act of a nomadic people, the Inuit, who built them as signposts to make way for easier and safer for those who followed. The Inukshuk are the product of cooperation, teaching us that as good as our individual efforts may be, together we can do even greater things. The Inukshuk is a symbol of the human spirit. It recognizes our ability to succeed with others where we would fail alone. It reminds us of our need to belong to something greater than ourselves. The Inukshuk celebrates our working together. It continues to remind us of our efforts today to direct a better way for all of us tomorrow. The difference we make today counts in all our tomorrows. So, I think that's a really good message right now, given that Canada needs to stand together. There's some people who want to divide, but I honestly believe in all my heart we're better together. And we are an amazing country, and I know I have it really good, and I'm really super blessed, but I don't think we're broken. Everybody says Canada's broken. Sure, we have things that are wrong, but look around us. Look at the other 180 some odd countries. I think we're actually doing okay, and we can always do better, but we've got to do it together. We have to work together, and we have to celebrate our differences and unite in what we are the same in. Anyways, I just thought this was a really good thing and a good reminder. So think about that when you're thinking about what we need to do as Canada. The Inukshuk.
Okay, we're just walking up to see the Big Nickel. Got the dogs. Tracy's on her way. It's a glorious Sunday morning. Here we go. We're walking up to the Big Nickel. Sun's glinting off of it.
Today I wanted to stop here in Sudbury to stop at the Big Nickel because...
And this one is 64 million times the size of a real nickel.
Oh!
I read that.
That's pretty cool.
That's a good factoid.
The factoid is, growing up, my parents were not into camping. They weren't really into traveling by road. They like to do cruises in the Caribbean. So I was very fortunate. I got to do a lot of traveling that way and saw countries that were, I was 10 years old in Haiti and just seeing the poverty, and it really impacted me in my life, and I'm very grateful to have those experiences. But we did do one trip, and and I remember we drove up to, we wasn't camping, we stayed in motels, but we drove up to Sault Ste. Marie and did the Agua Canyon train ride.
And it took them 2 days to get there from
It took
Toronto.
them 2 days to drive there. But we stopped in Sudbury, I remember as a kid, at the Big Nickel. So I wanted to come here. So it probably skipped a generation because I never got a chance to take my kids here because we moved out to BC. But I'm hoping one day I'll be able to bring my grandkids here so they can see the Big Nickel. Because to me, that's pretty iconic for Northern Ontario. To be honest, I didn't really know the geography of Canada Northern Ontario till we did this trip, and I feel really bad. But Sudbury's actually not that far from Toronto. I kind of thought it was all really, really far, but maybe as we get older and the vastness, the world shrinks for you. It's also the fact we've been how many hours in driving now? In the car, in the truck? 80?
We have
70?
been sitting in the truck for just over 70 hours. It's a smashing day here in Peterborough. Where are we, Tracy? What's the name of the park? Beaver Mead Park. This is okay.
In the wild woods of Eastern Ontario.
Very, very quiet. The turtles are sleeping.
The turtles are sleeping. Hey there. We are back on track for our adventure after a week and a half of visiting Don's parents and sister in Bracebridge, and I was in Stouffville visiting my daughter Lauren, Dan, and baby Autumn and Maeve. We left today, Tuesday morning after the May long weekend.
And we took the road less traveled again.
We did, and there were a million stop signs.
There was a million stop signs.
And after 6 hours of driving, Don was really sick and tired of it. But I guess that's what you get on the road less traveled. We've been driving through Eastern Ontario. We're about south of Ottawa here on this farm and northeast of Montreal. So we're still on the Ontario side of the Ottawa River for the night. We were hoping to go to Port Hawkesbury, but sorry, not Hawkesbury. Hawkesbury, not Port Hawkesbury. And we're going to you can cut this part out.
I'm not cutting it out. Just speak properly and enunciate. You must say all
I
of
just
your
know.
consonants.
I said I not say right. It's just I had the
No.
wrong town.
No.
I had the wrong. I said Port Hawkesbury instead
Port
of Hawkesbury.
Hawkesbury, we're not even near there.
I know we're not there yet.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, because I'm sick.
I'm sick. Oh,
Baby Autumn
poor
gave me
baby.
her cold.
Yeah, she's ground zero for the plague.
Typhoid. Maven Autumn gave me I'm sick. Anyways, let me show you this. This is so cool. This is the path we're on right now. Our harvest host for this evening, which we got last minute because the place we were going to stay at, we found out, does not allow people to sleep over. This is their farm, and we're standing in the middle of it. And he does no-till, which is awesome. And it's corn and soy, and they're a lovely couple. And we've messaged them like an hour before, and we're able to stay here. They've got a beautiful pond. And I just love harvest hosts. So now we're on a little mini Confederation bridge going over the Ottawa River, and we are entering into Quebec.
This is the last province before we officially hit the Atlantic provinces. So yay!
Yay! But not the Maritime provinces.
Not the Maritime provinces.
Because
Gotta be very
Newfoundland is
careful.
not part of the Maritime provinces.
No, so they say.
So we were told, but
Yeah.
look at this river. It's massive.
It's massive and it's moving.
Years ago, I learned how to whitewater canoe on this river. I'm sure those molecules are no longer there, but it was kind of cool. So we are now officially in Quebec. Woohoo!
Go team. We did
Bonjour,
it.
bonjour.
Wait a second. The stats are it took us 7,265 kilometers and 99 hours to get here from Vancouver Island. We're still not there yet.
Well, we are.
Well, we're not to where our destination
Oh, yeah.
is.
But we're in Quebec.
Yeah, okay. And did you get the sign there?
I got
Get
the sign.
Get the sign.
I
Get
got
the
the
sign.
sign.
Get the sign.
Here we go.
Okay.
Sometimes I question our sanity in choosing the path less traveled, because the roads are not so great, and man, Quebec, you're in line with Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Alberta
Yeah.
in
Definitely.
terms of the quality of roads.
And to make it worse, we're going to just zip along here at speeds past houses that are.
This is 90 kilometers an hour in this zone.
Yeah, and I'm going
And
to
there's
get past.
driveways. Like there's driveways right here.
It's not fast enough for some of them.
Well, you're only doing 73 in the 90, so
I'm not.
it says
Oh, I'm
90.
When did it become 90?
I don't know, but it's 90.
Oh God, I got to go faster.
I go faster.
Jeez.
Faster, mommy, faster. Anyways, it's still amazing way to go because you see things you just don't see from the rural one or the big highways. These little towns we just went through, La Chute, so adorable. Don't know anything, can't read the signs. We're trying. We're mustering up and getting a look at each other's French experience and ability.
Yeah, or lack thereof.
Yeah. So Google Translate will be our best friend for the next little while.
This doesn't feel
But
right. We're doing
this
90.
Is doing 90
We're
on
gonna
potholes.
We're going to die.
It is like so rough, these roads, and this is a major road. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, well, at least he's doing 90. But the road less traveled is rewarding in what you get to see, but it's also challenging, especially when you have to go to the bathroom, because then your bladder
It's not
gets
tea
the
friendly.
jiggly. It's not tea friendly.
It's not tea friendly.
Oh my goodness, but this is rural Quebec so far. So on the ferry, going across the Saguenay River, and this is so gorgeous. I am so blown away about how beautiful Quebec Apparently there's a road you can follow. That's going out into the St. Lawrence. We're just going across here to get to the other side. But it is so beautiful. I want to go up that fjord so badly. I don't have time. Let's go across there. So beautiful. Quebec and the St. Lawrence.
Roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. I can see Don. He drives this trailer truck like he's on a motorcycle when he gets on some of these beautiful curves. But man, it is beautiful through here. Perfect motorcycle ride for sure. Absolutely stunning. And we are back on the road. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I do not like this bridge. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. Yikes.
You did fine. Breathe. Breathe. Next time on Travel Bugs 2020.
Not sure what's going on.